get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you was just a fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you was just a fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Hello, my good peoples. How you doing? Hi, James. How are you, my good friend? My opinion, if we have a felon as a president, then why can't a felon get a job anywhere? That's what they are saying. Oh God, there's so much ridiculous bullshit out there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So these people, they think it's okay to take out a president. I would feel the same way if it was Biden. Okay? Because it's wrong. This shouldn't be happening. However, you got the Homeland Security, you got and I'll get into Pennsylvania State Police, okay? And then you got Secret Service. Oh boy, and we're going to get into her, okay? But they're all blaming each other. Now, the funny thing about it is, I didn't know this. They had cops, Pennsylvania state troopers, inside the building that kid was on top. Why didn't they hear anything? That kid also, I found out, which I got the clips. I got clips. His parents warned the police department hours before that he was going there. How messed up is that? Okay, I put together a constellation of, you know, little clips of videos, you know, from the kid. Or first, I'm going to start out with that fireman. Okay, what's his name? Corey somebody. But the other two I'll get to at a later time. I want to do something on them too because it matters. But I want to read what the daughter said. Local PD were not involved in security detail. Well, you know what? Booberry. Where'd you hear that? From them? Because you know what? I got all the clips. Okay, I got all the clips that I am talking about. Okay. And, you know, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I believe what I want to believe. You can, James can, all of us can. We all have free will, right? Okay. But so the clips leading up to it and after, and then I want to talk about it was on Independent. Okay. Well, I like Independence. I just logged in. What do you believe? Okay, okay. I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, let's start out with this, you guys, real quick. And don't think I was being a bitch. I'm just, you know, just saying. Oh, you can think I'm a bitch. That's okay. But don't take me serious. It's serious than like being mad. Can somebody tell me real quick? Is that echoing? James, are you still here? I need to know if that's echoing. Okay, just so if you are on Kids Conversation with the Killer, nobody, thank you. Nobody will be able to see your comments because on StreamYard, you can only be on your main channel for them to be seen. So I'm going to send you the link. Sorry, I'm not trying to waste time because there's a lot. So if you want to come over here, here you go. Okay, we are going to start out with this, like I said. Okay, and I will be muting it or pausing it every now and then. Okay, because this is a constellation of videos that I have put on like on TikTok and stuff like that. Okay, this is from his daughter, and I don't know if anybody has seen this. She goes, yesterday time stopped. And when it started again, my family and I started living a real life nightmare. What was supposed to be an exciting day that we had all looked forward to, especially my dad, turned into the most traumatizing experience someone can imagine. I know the media will cover this event, and I'm going to try my best to stay away from looking at everything, especially because I've already seen and lived through it in real time. But I want everyone to know what the media will not cover and what they will not say about him. He was the best dad a girl could ever ask for. My sister and I never needed for anything. I'm sorry, I'm reading how it was rated. Okay. You call, he would answer, and he would do whatever. is do whatever that you asked him to do, whatever. And if he didn't know, he would figure out a way. He could talk and make friends with anyone, which he was doing all day yesterday, loved every minute of it. He's a man of God. He loved Jesus fiercely, and he looked after our church and our family members of the family. The media will not tell you he died a real-life superhero. They are not going to tell you how quickly he threw my mom and I to the ground. They are not going to tell you that he shielded my body from the bullet that came at us. He loved his family. He truly loved us enough to take a real bullet for us. And I want nothing more than to cry on him and tell him thank you. I want nothing more than to wake up from this not to be the reality for me and my family. We lost a selfless, loving husband, father, brother. Hold on. He loved his family. He truly loved us enough. Okay, let's see. Oh, to take a real bullet for us. Nothing more. Okay, brother, uncle, son, friend, and I'll never stop thinking about him and mourning over him until the day I die. July 13th will forever be a day that changed my life. I will never be the same person I was less than 24 hours ago. There are a lot of children out there that say their dad is the hero, but my dad really is mine. I don't think I could be here today without him. Dad, I love you so much that there aren't enough words to express how deep the love goes. I know you'll give heaven some hell. I know that God is proud of the man that came to his gates yesterday. Ain't that something? Okay, this just here, okay. What this is about here, hold on. So here he gave a donation of $15 to the Democrat Party. But he's a registered voter of Republican. All right.
Thomas Crooks.
Haley Madison Rapali.
And I'm sure you guys have seen in other news reports, they talked about how this kid was bullied in school. So I just added a couple clips of this kid.
.6'4". I go to Stanford University. I have a 10-inch penis and 6'4". I go to Stanford University. I have a 10-inch penis.
Doing the job, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful place with gorgeous ocean.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down. See him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And Scott, I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator.
What's happening?
And to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look. There he is.
Easy, because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people. Criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here.
Right on the roof.
It's much tougher than You went flat on the roof, big guy.
I hope he's turning this way. Be careful, guys.
Yes!
Yeah, where's that? Dude, that's exactly why we need fucking Trump here.
Oh, fucking Secret Service don't fuck around, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, look, they're undercover.
Where's that from?
That's in Lane.
Our country, probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look what happened.
Get the fuck down, goddamn.
Kill that motherfucker.
You hit it like you mean it.
This time we get blood off. That's what I noticed. Watch the guy run. I'm always going to do it.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh my God, I was muted. Why was I muted? I've been talking.
It always does that when I appear for some
Oh
reason.
my God.
Haven't you realized that whenever I appear, it doesn't like messing with you?
Okay, so this guy here is supposed to be the sniper on the roof, and that's the partner. But no, I wonder if this was after this, just a picture because he shaved. I don't know, not 100% here. Okay, and Blueberry here said, and this is what I want to get into, that local PD was not involved in security detail. They were traffic delay only. Okay, my thing with that though, it shouldn't matter. They should have been looking anyways of anything suspicious happening. The state PD should have. That should have, their law enforcement, that instinct should have been there. And from my understanding also, they had a couple of their cops inside the building when that kid was on the roof.
Didn't they say this? There was one of their snipers were staring right at the guy for like 3 minutes.
Yes, I heard that too. I heard that one of the PDs. The things, what they're saying is changing because they're each pointing the fingers at each other, right? And they said that the guy on the roof, I don't know. Oh, just so you know, the sniper, that is not the sniper that took out, whoever put that Instagram and stuff of saying it's him, it's not him, by the way. Because people are just troublemakers, and they were sitting there saying, oh yeah, Secret Service didn't give me the okay. Stuff like that. They're just making things worse. Okay, let me continue with this. I'm so sorry I've been talking. Oh my God, I've been muted.
Ooh.
Who was that? Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to. No, they're bringing I see all of the Secret Services.
Oh yeah, we're front row, and my friend saw blood coming out of his head.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
There he is.
Oh,
There he is. There he is. There he is.
There he is.
Oh my God.
He's walking. He's walking.
Okay, and this is just a video. This is just a video of the police department surrounding his house after the fact. And they're taking his vehicle there.
I thought somebody said it was a small car.
And then this was after the shooting, after the hospital. I don't know where he's arriving, actually.
Jersey. They said he was going to Jersey after Pennsylvania.
Well, the thing about it also, from my understanding, Well,
let's talk about the conversation this started, and it's really about language, what we say out loud, and the consequences of those. You called your opponent an existential threat. On a call a week ago, you said it's time to put Trump in the bullseye. There's some dispute about the context, but I think you appreciate that word crosshairs.
I thought we would focus on. Look, the truth of the matter was, what I guess I was talking about at the time was, there was very little focus on Trump's agenda.
Yeah, the term was bullseye.
It was a mistake to use the word. I didn't say crosshairs. I meant bullseye. I meant focus on him. Focus on what he's doing. Focus on his policies. Focus on the number of lies he told in the debate. Focus. I mean, there's a whole range of things that, look, I'm not the guy that said, I want to be a dictator on day one. I'm not the guy that refused to accept the outcome of the election. I'm not the guy who said that won't accept the outcome of this election automatically. You can't only love your country when you win. And so the focus was on what he's saying. And I mean, the idea.
But have you taken a step back and done a little soul searching on things that you may have said that could incite people who are not balanced?
Well, I don't think, look, how do you talk about the threat to democracy, which is real, when a president says things like he says? Do you just not say anything? He's amazing.
I don't think you should not call an opponent a threat. There's many things he has called him. Just saying, he's called him a threat, a dictator. Oh, I've heard some really icky stuff, but he took that tweet down, by the way, the day of the shooting.
You're talking about the one where he said he was a bullseye or something like that?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, they gotta quit, okay, and these political things, they gotta quit saying, you know, the enemy, the threat, because you get people like this kid. Well, you know, actually, I shouldn't say that. Honestly, we don't know yet why the kid did it. So I'm taking that back.
I have my theory, but I know you will not want to hear it.
Sure, I'll hear
it. Pinky swear you're not going to get mad.
No, I'm not going to get mad.
Well, see, I have this thing. Because they said, I heard that the kid was, you know, an avid shooter. Like, he's been around guns his whole life, so he knows how to shoot. And it just seems kind of weird that it grazed his ear and not nothing else. And he shot off 8. Right? It was 8 bullets, right?
7.
7. I was close. But
he hit 4 people. He
got the president, he got the guy that he unalived, and then the one that got hit. I thought it was 3.
There was 3, no, total 4 people.
Okay, so I missed one. But so that left 3 extra bullets to just go haywire, right? I don't know why, but it's been bothering me since like the day after. I just feel like it feels like it was set up.
No.
Not necessarily by him or his cabinet or whatever you want to call them. But what if it was just not even him, not even Biden, but what if it was just in-house itself?
Well, we'll find out more. Like I said, have you been here since the beginning when I started this?
No, I actually.
Oh, okay. So you missed a lot.
After I got off the phone with you, my damn phone started going haywire. And
yeah,
I got like 15 messages at one time, and I was like, oh crap, she's live.
His parents warned them the day of the rally about their son.
I seen somewhere today about that.
Yeah, I got us all clipped up, ready to go. Because the next part of this is going to be, after I get through with my little constellation of videos there, is blaming Homeland Security. We're going to see a clip on them. We're going to see on the Secret Service lady. And if you remember right, remember last year? No, the year before. Remember with the 5-foot assassin? That guy that got Delonte? How do I say his name? Delonte. I used to be able to say his name. Remember he shimmied his way up out of the prison walls. They lost 3 prisoners in 1 year in that state. 3 prisoners.
Including Cavalcante?
Yes. Yes, that guy. That is the police department I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Butler.
They were kind of worthless during then too. If it wasn't for the
Yes,
other
they
people
were.
coming in,
When I
if it wasn't
seen
for the other ones coming in, he probably never got caught.
when I seen him speak at the podium, like, I remember you. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, let me continue with this real quick.
Incite somebody? Look, I've not engaged in that rhetoric. Now, my opponent is engaged in that rhetoric. He talks about there'll be a bloodbath if he loses, talking about how he's going to forgive all the, actually, I guess, suspend the sentences of all those who were arrested and sentenced to go to jail because of what happened in the Capitol. I'm not out there making fun of, like, remember the picture of Donald Trump when Nancy Pelosi's husband was hit with a hammer, joking about it?
Concerned that what we saw yesterday may not be the last time. And guys, I hate to say this, but what does the left have to lose? These people have been brainwashed that Donald Trump is an existential threat, that Donald Trump is a Nazi, that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy, that Donald Trump is a traitor that colluded with Vladimir Putin, that Donald Trump is a convicted felon. So if they believe that, what do they have to lose? If Donald Trump is an existential threat to this country,
Okay.
if Donald Trump is an existential threat to
I like what this guy's saying. That's why I put in this clip. I want to say these people should do their own research. You don't believe anything anybody tells you. Do your research, people. Can you believe Biden? Oh my God. Why did he bring up the Nancy Pelosi thing? See what he's doing? He's still doing the shit. I had somebody come and chat the other day, mad because I like Trump. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, okay.
Because you like Trump?
Yeah.
No, I love you to pieces, whether you like him or not. Like, I'm not, you know how I feel. You
Yes,
know where
I know.
I stand.
It
But,
don't matter though. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, it doesn't matter what I think. You know,
No,
you
it
like
shouldn't
who you
matter
like.
what side we're on. You know what I mean? This is what we got to choose from. Okay.
I wish they would like get rid of all the old geezers in the house and shit and put on all new people. Maybe think, new ideas to get our country going again. But we got to live with the old geezers until they're replaced.
I know. Why do they do that?
I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna put my name on the ballot. You know, you can vote for anybody you want. I'm gonna put my name. That's right. I'm gonna put my name on there.
I'm gonna put your name too.
Could you imagine if I became the president? Oh, people.
God!
You think I'm a bitch on here?
I will tell you, I laughed hysterically when Biden called Trump his vice president.
He did.
I had to laugh at that. My husband's like, "You think it's funny?" And I was like, "Well, considering I'm not for either one of them. Yeah, that's funny. He's going senile."
He is.
I was like, and Trump's not far behind.
Did you watch the debate?
No.
I'm like,
God, no.
I watched it and I was like in shock. I'm like, who is he talking to? Because he's not even looking at the people asking him the questions. He's looking over to the side of the stage. And he couldn't form a sentence or a thought for that matter. It was crazy. And he didn't blink.
We need some new like Ronald Reagans or hell, even the Bushes were pretty damn good at one point.
Right? Okay, here we go.
I just shared it out so my people come in.
democracy, then I fear there's going to be another evil moron out there that will take that to heart and attempt the same thing.
I agree with you, man. Something's wrong with that whole system.
Okay, this is pretty scummy here. This is Robert Kennedy Jr. talking to Trump after the attempt on his life. And from my understanding, his son put this on the internet.
Robert Kennedy Jr. Was that, so that's JFK's nephew?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that JFK's son passed too.
Small doses. When you need a baby, Bobby, a vaccination that has like 38 different vaccines, and it looks like it's meant for a horse, not a 10-pound or 20-pound baby. It looks like you should be giving a horse this. And do you ever see the size of it, right? It's just massive. And then you see the baby all of a sudden starting to change radically. I've seen it too many times. And then you hear that it doesn't have an impact, right? But you and I talked about that a long time ago. And anyway, I would love you to do something. And I think it'll be so good for you and so big for you. And we're going to win. We're going to win. We're way ahead of the guy. And, he's interesting. He was very nice, actually. He called me. And he said, how did you choose to move to the right? So I guess that's, people say, if I was looking straight on, right? He said, I said, I was just showing a chart. I didn't have to tell him the chart was on all the people pouring into our country, right? But I just turned my head to show the chart. And something wrapped me. It felt like a giant, like the world's largest mosquito. And it was a bullet going around. What do they call that? An AR-15 or something? That was a big gun. Those are pretty tough guns, right?
AR-15 is deadly.
And I guess Robert's son took it. It's no longer on Instagram, but you know what? It's the internet, dude. Everything's forever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Somebody somewhere is going to download that.
Yes.
Kit.
Hey, I tried. Let me tell you, I've been seeing stuff they're taking down, and I just keep loading it right on my computer. And then, like, I look today, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's gone now. Good. I got that.
Well, the old bat has just tested positive for COVID-19.
Who did?
Biden.
You?
Biden.
Oh, no.
Yep, I just got an update on it.
Oh, that's going to be his problem now. All right.
His age, that's horrible.
Yeah, that ain't good.
He's too old.
Okay, we're going to look at this video here. And did you tell me if I'm echoing? This is parents of Trump shooter calls cops day of Butler rally.
You ever wonder how the swamp spends your hard-earned money? They drop large sums of money we don't have on crazy.
Dippy?
Huh?
Was there an echo?
Yeah.
Shit.
I thought it was me, so I unplugged my headphones, but no, it's not. It does it after I take it off
What's going
too.
on here?
It doesn't last very long. It does straighten up.
Okay.
That the Trump rally shooter, Thomas Crooks' parents were looking for him in the hours leading up to the shooting. We're now told they eventually called law enforcement to report that Crooks was missing, and they were worried. And they also were told, those parents are now being cooperative now with authorities, but they gave them the heads up that something's going on with our son. We are worried. We don't know the texture or the details of their concerns. So in other words, well, were they worried that he had a gun? Were they worried? What were they worried about? Were they worried that he was going to try to attempt to kill a sitting president and then go ahead and turn into an assassin and kill another person and injure two others? It was an attempted assassination on Trump, but he managed to murder anyway. Are we talking about that? What were they giving the cops a heads up about? This is the first time we are hearing this. We'll stay on the story and we will bring you the details, updates as we get them. Crooks' parents were looking for him hours ahead of the assassination attempt on former President Trump's life. They were worried about him.
So what does this attempt on a presidential candidate mean for our national security and for the future of our election safety? Let's bring in ABC News contributor, former acting undersecretary for Intel at the DHS, John Cohen, for more. John, thanks for joining us. Just moments ago, Butler Township Police confirmed to ABC News that they were looking for a suspicious person in the area just before the shooting happened. What do you make of that?
Well, what it sounds like, and there's more to learn, obviously, is that people potentially observed the suspect as he was approaching the location that he eventually fired shots from. They were concerned about it, and they did what we've been asking them to do since 9/11. They contacted local authorities and reported it. So what we'll want to see in any after-action report is what happened with those reports. How was that information responded to? Was it relayed to others involved in the security ring protecting the former president?
So what's next in this investigation in Pennsylvania? Where do you think the focus goes now?
Well, several areas. One, Department of Homeland Security, Secret Service, the FBI, local law enforcement will want to understand what motivated this attack. Was this an individual, like we've seen so many times in the past, was this a situation of a troubled young person who was angry at life, suffering from underlying mental health issues, who ultimately decided that this was going to be the way that they were going to right the wrongs that they've suffered, or was this part of an organized effort to conduct an act of targeted violence? That's going to be critical, because understanding that.
Why did I do this clip? I'm sorry, guys. What a waste. Okay. His parents were probably concerned because he left with guns. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one. Jippy, pay attention. You'll see who this guy here. You'll see. Look at.
So my name is Kevin Rojak. That's come out and begun to speak shortly after 6 o'clock this evening. And within about 10 to 15 minutes, a number of sounds were heard, and it became apparent that shots were being fired in that direction. It was a chaotic scene. Law enforcement, I believe, acted heroically, quickly identifying and neutralizing the threat, as well as responding to assist the various victims. PSP had a significant presence on the scene along with all of our federal partners at the time of the shooting. We have since enhanced that presence significantly, bringing in resources from all over the Commonwealth.
Do you know how many people went up to law enforcement and said that there's a guy on the roof? I have seen or know of 4 people. Hi, Sonny. How are you, my G? So anyways, I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this guy right there. Okay.
My name is Lucy, and I have to figure out her plan.
We're learning. Let's see. I don't know what this one is, but there's a reason why I have it. Hold on.
More about the movements of Thomas Crooks before Saturday's shooting at the Trump rally in Butler. New video obtained exclusively by Pittsburgh's Action News 4 appears to show Crooks lurking in the area an hour before he opened fire. A seemingly simple video capturing Saturday's large crowd in Butler also.
Did you see that?
No, I couldn't tell.
Look
what
at
they were doing.
Oh my God.
Where is he?
He's right there. They just showed him walking. Let me show it down. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Look at this shit. Wow. He was seen way before on camera. Look at this shit. Look back there. Look back there. There he is. Look at. He's walking like nothing.
But how do we really know that was him? I can't tell. I can't tell it's him.
Unbelievable. He's got a gun.
Where? I don't see it. I mean, I'm not saying it's not. I just don't see it.
There he is, right there with a gun. Dippy.
Did he have a vest on?
Pay attention. Woman. Watch him here. He's got his
vest?
gun. This guy notices. That's why the people, okay, Dippy. That's why people started recording, because they seen him with a gun.
Well, he's the only one back there, too, that don't look like police.
See, you didn't see the beginning of when I started. I showed a bunch of clips of all different people telling law enforcement he has a letter, he's on the road.
And why didn't law enforcement go? Did they think it was one of their own or something?
I don't know. Ask Pennsylvania State Patrol.
No, I'm good with that guy. He don't know his ass from his elbow. We learned that. I mean, we've seen that.
Right.
What was it? 14 weeks.
Oh God,
we learned that.
But not only that, there was a third guy. There was a total of 3 guys that escaped from prison.
Yep. We got Spider-Man and then the other 2 dummies.
See, look,
That were like 6 months before. Did you hear about the new one too?
Yes, I did.
I heard somewhere, I wish I would have clipped that damn thing, but somewhere somebody had said that that dude was on the way to one of the Trump rallies.
Oh no.
I don't know if he's against them or for them, but he said he escaped because he's always wanted to go to a Trump rally. And I'm like, dude, you just murdered like 4 people.
Right.
You're gonna get nowhere in shape and form, whether you're for him or not. You are not gonna get close to that man.
Okay, here we go. Let's watch this little creep here. That's crazy. Oh. That's a trip. Hold on. Let me fix this.
How that day would end.
Let's walk you through this video you'll see only on 4. The man who captured it all, not wanting to show his face on camera. He says he was trying to capture the crowd and take it all in. But if you take a closer look, you'll notice someone in the background. The timestamp is 5:06, and the video appears to show 20-year-old Thomas Crooks lurking near a building just past the secure parameters of the event itself. As the video pans to the crowd, you'll notice law enforcement vehicles stationed in the area as well. As the camera moves back towards the building, Crooks appears to be seen again. Blink and you may miss it, but it likely shows Crooks was in the area for more than an hour before the shots were fired.
When I saw the video last night, when I was going back through my video clips and saw him, I was chilled to the point where I couldn't fall asleep right away, and I didn't sleep well. There's something really went wrong with this.
Law enforcement sources say Crooks was able to access the roof by climbing over an air conditioning unit adjacent to the building.
This right here, Dippy, is people running and telling these cops, there's somebody on the roof. There's somebody on the roof. There's somebody on the roof. There's somebody on the roof.
And because they don't see him, they're not acting on it. Because you can't see him from that angle.
Wait.
But they saw him go up on the roof. That's the
I don't want to, I'll play devil's advocate here for a minute. I don't know. I don't know this building. I don't. Do you see though how the roof is? It looks like little slots, like you can hide your body in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a normal roof that I have seen.
It looks like a metal roof.
Yeah, it's metal, but I've never seen one that has, spaces like where you could put stuff. I don't know. Hard to explain.
Oh, well, no, more all metal roofs look like that because they have to have the grooves like that for the water to run down.
Aren't they?
Yeah, I know that because that's what my husband does. But yeah, that's for the water to come off of it, to pour off of it. But the look at the unit itself. Look at the shaft on it. It looks like there's a ladder there.
He brought the ladder.
He brought a ladder?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Damn, he was prepared now, wasn't he?
Yeah. Okay, what was I going to say something about this scene also? I found every video I could of all the people letting law enforcement know before the shot. And I'm sure there's a lot more. Look at this one. This one's new. I haven't seen this one. I'm totally blown away.
Pittsburgh's Action News 4 has learned from multiple sources that Thomas Crooks was spotted at the rally, photographed as suspicious, and officers were actively looking for him when he made his way onto the roof and fired at former President Donald Trump. And again, federal officials tell us their investigation is ongoing. I'm Lily Coleman, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
That's the news that we
now
watched.
by Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. I believe there he is. Okay, Mr. Secretary, thank you for joining us this morning. We just heard a little bit about the investigation. I think a lot of people are having questions about how a gunman could get up to the roof with a clear line of sight on the president. You oversee the Secret Service. What went wrong? What's being done about it?
George, let me at the very outset echo President Biden's important words of yesterday evening. We are so very grateful that former President Trump is okay. Our hearts are with the Comprador family that lost a father.
So here we heard a little bit from State Police. Here's Homeland Security. We're going to talk, the chief, and then we're going to listen to the Secret Service lady, and then we're going to listen to, well, those are it.
And a husband, and we are praying for those injured for a full and speedy recovery. George, a direct line of sight like that to the former president should not occur. That is precisely why President Biden directed that an independent review of the incident occur. That will be done in close coordination with the FBI, which is conducting a separate criminal investigation, the importance of which cannot be overstated. We have to learn everything about the assailant, who, of course, the Secret Service so bravely and heroically neutralized. And we are going to really study the event independently and make recommendations to the Secret Service and to me so that we can assure the safety and security of our protectees, which is one of our most vital missions in the Secret Service, the Department of Homeland Security, and across the government.
What do you mean independently?
It is very important that the facts be learned by an independent body outside of the Department of Homeland Security so that the integrity of the investigative process and the conclusions reached and the recommendations made have the full confidence of the government and the American public. And we intend to be transparent with respect to the findings and recommendations of the independent review.
You also received a letter from the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee that suggests your department may have, quote, rebuffed multiple requests from President Trump's security detail to increase protective resources. How do you respond to that?
That is unequivocally false assertion. We keep very close watch on a very dynamic threat environment. The president, the former president, are consistently under threat. We take every single threat seriously. We make security adjustments as are warranted. We had enhanced security for the former president beginning at least in June. We have not received any requests for additional security measures that were rebuffed. That assertion is unequivocally false.
And you're confident the Republican National Convention is now secure?
We have been planning for the security of the Republican National Convention for 18 months. It is a national security special event. We work very closely, not only with our federal government partners, but with state and local authorities to ensure the safety and security of the RNC.
Mr. Secretary, thanks for your time this morning.
All right, what's this?
This game, you're not ready for it.
This was an inside job that this administration with the Secret Service wanted Donald Trump to get shot. There are conspiracy theories proliferating online. How do you feel? How does the rank and file feel when they hear that?
So let me just say this. First of all, that is preposterous, and it is also dangerous to propagate rumors that are so unequivocally false and provocative. And as the president so powerfully said to the entire nation, we have to tamp down the rhetoric in this country. The rhetoric itself creates a threat environment that really is quite dynamic and evolving.
Mr. Secretary, what concerns you about the fact there were witnesses who had identified a gunman on the building? There was local law enforcement assigned to that building, and of course the Secret Service having the overall responsibility. Where do you think a breakdown may have occurred? Is it because you had to rely on local law enforcement, maybe not having the kind of synergy you might need? Where do you see the breakdown with witnesses saying there's a gunman and action not happening fast enough?
There have been statements by many people with respect to what did and did not occur. We're going to let the investigation and the review deliver the factual findings, and we'll act upon those. We rely upon local law enforcement and other assets, resources, and capabilities every day. And we are incredibly proud to do so, and we're incredibly proud of the courageous law enforcement officers upon whom we rely.
In the time that you've been here, the former president has selected J.D. Vance. What can you tell us about the security for the running mate?
So the United States Secret Service, when a selection is made, will provide the appropriate level of security.
When you say we're in a heightened threat environment, what's the underlying reason for that? What can you tell us more about that?
So this is something that both Director Wray of the FBI and I have communicated publicly, both in hearings and outside the hearing context. The threat landscape is very dynamic, both domestically, with the rise of domestic violent extremism. The rhetoric to which one reporter referred only contributes to that. And of course, we have seen the foreign threat environment increase as well.
Jim, thank you. You just said that you have 100% confidence in the Secret Service. Does the president share that confidence? Have you talked to him about it?
I will not speak for the president, but I know as a protectee, he's incredibly.
I'll speak to that when it's my turn. Hi, Secretary. Thank you. Can you speak to any enhancements to the president's security for his trip to Las Vegas this week and other locations? I mean, how has that changed, if it's changed at all? And I have a second question as well.
So I'm not in a position to share particulars because we do not disclose tactics, techniques, and procedures. But let me say that adjustments have been made to the former president's detail, to the current president's detail, as well as to the vice president's detail.
And with social media companies, I mean, terms like deep state have been one of the most viral terms over the weekend on platforms like X, on Meta. Has there been any outreach to these companies from administration officials to try and stop the disinformation or kind of quell it in any way?
Well, the rhetoric that we hear, we are very mindful of the First Amendment right. That is one of the underpinnings of this country. And so the balance between respecting the First Amendment and actually rhetoric that can be addressed by these social media companies is something that we deal with on an ongoing basis.
Much law enforcement officials tell ABC News that the building where the shooter was on the roof was actually the staging area for the local police tactical team who's watching over the crowd. I understand you can't comment, you have an independent review, but why would the Secret Service not be tasked with overseeing that building with a direct line of sight at the former president?
So once again, I will not comment on specific facts or asserted facts with respect to the subject of the independent investigation, both the review and the FBI's criminal investigation. But remember something, that local law enforcement with whom we work all across the country, including, for example, at national security special events such as the NATO summit that concluded successfully, that is something that we do all the time. It's a very well-defined protocol and regime.
Was the local law enforcement in direct communication in real time with the Secret Service, or was there some sort of breakdown there?
Again, I'm not in a position to speak of particular facts of what did and did not occur on Saturday.
Mr. Secretary, would the president dismiss his Secret Service director if this investigation returns findings of failures by that agency that could have been prevented?
I am not in a position to speculate, nor should I.
How is it that we are now about 48 hours out from this, just shy of that, and we still don't have any information on a motive? Is it that the investigators are withholding any information out of sensitivity to this heightened threat environment that you mentioned, or the political events that are happening right now?
So remember something, that the assailant is deceased. He was shot and killed by the United States Secret Service. The ability to identify a motive is something that, in this situation, is a result of extensive and intensive investigation. And so it is, in fact, only 48 hours after the tragic events of Saturday. And you will recall, I think, in the very, very tragic shooting in Las Vegas quite a number of years ago, because of the fact that the assailant then was shot and killed, a motive was not identified at all.
Motive there, Mr. Secretary. Are you suggesting
Correct.
that we might never find one?
I'm not suggesting anything. I just cited that as an example of the difficulty in
I think
identifying
this
a motive.
guy here, I think this guy here is a dickhead.
Well, he sure looks like it.
Yeah, he's getting a little hot there under the collar.
He looks mad.
They're just gonna give little tidbits of what they want, just like with any other investigation, like with JFK and even with Kennedy's
When
assessment.
Ronald Reagan.
We didn't get the documents right away. It took years and years and years, decades and decades, I should say.
And now that they've done away with the dude, they'll never get the answers they really want to know.
Right?
Like, I'm sure you guys could have aimed for the legs or something, so that way you could have got information from the dude. Obviously, he wasn't wearing, unless they hit him in the head, he wasn't wearing a vest, which looked like he did kind of have one on.
Well, it looked like. Who's that?
Who do you think?
Oh, hubby.
Yes.
It looked like the shot went through his lips and then out the back of his neck. I seen the hole in the back of his neck.
Ooh.
Yeah, I seen the picture of his ugly face.
I never seen the pictures of afterwards.
Oh, I've seen the after pictures. Yeah.
He looked kind of like the dude from the Parkland school shooting, only darker hair. I mean, lighter hair.
Parkland? Oh, that kid.
Nicholas Cruz?
Yeah. Nicholas, whatever his name is. We're not going to watch this whole thing here, by the way. I just wanted to play a couple clips within this because a lady gets up and speaks, but I want you to hear what he says. And some of these reporters' questions, though.
At least 8 Republican lawmakers have blamed President Biden for this. An additional 21 blame Democrats, the left, and the media critical of Trump for driving the rhetoric that led to this outcome. How does the White House respond to that blame coming from some Republican lawmakers?
I will let Corinne answer that, but I think the president's comments with respect to the rhetoric that we need to tamp down in this country is responsive.
Mr. Secretary, you said that there was a failure here. There's a criminal investigation up and running. What is taking time for the independent investigation to be up and running? And it didn't sound like you were giving a timeline of when that will occur.
We're going to commence the independent review as quickly as possible. We are going to be reaching out very, very shortly to individuals who will hopefully lead that independent review, and I will communicate to those leaders the need for swiftness of action in light of the fact that we are dealing with a security protocol.
But if that's the case, is this like days, weeks? What is your sense of timing of when this review will be up and running, given the security measures?
To follow up on that question, you say independent review, you're reaching out to people who would lead that. Are you talking about people outside of government? Are you committed to somebody who does not work for you or for President Biden to lead this review?
I am committed to going externally of the department and externally of the government so that no question of its independence can be raised.
Thanks, Kareem. Secretary, I
If
understand.
I may, Peter, it's very important that this independent review have the confidence of the people.
Secretary, can you give us any details at all about what areas this review will be looking at in terms of the failures that happened on Saturday?
I would rather not until this review is underway.
You're the person with the gun, the person who would do anything to protect the ones you love. But did you know that you could go to jail simply for doing the right?
I was just quickly, can you blow any more of the timeline of what local law enforcement knew or didn't know before the shooting? This is in reference to this interview with an individual who said that he saw somebody hauling up the building, and we're still a little unclear on the timeline of how that information was communicated.
I hate to end the session on an answer on a question that I cannot answer, and so perhaps Corinne will reach out for another question. Because as I mentioned before, I cannot speak to what did and did not occur. The facts are the subject of an independent review, or will be, and also a criminal investigation is underway.
In that case, is there any progress on hacking into the suspect's cell phone?
Same answer.
So what do you tell
No. Thank you for coming to this briefing. You said that you have 100% confidence in the Secret Service. Do you have 100% confidence in Director Cheadle specifically?
Yes.
And Mr. Secretary, since Saturday, has anyone been reassigned or removed from Donald Trump's security detail?
I don't have knowledge of that. I do not believe so.
Okay, last question, Rebecca.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Is the U.S. Secret Service, they're responsible for, of course, protecting a wide variety of events. Are they considering changes to the type of outdoor events that will be coming up in the next, 4 months of campaigning for candidates on both sides?
We are constantly, the Secret Service and the entire community is constantly assessing the threat environment, the threat landscape, and making adjustments accordingly. And so that is a factor in our assessment of the landscape.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, what do you tell Americans who may feel nervous about going to political rallies, sir?
Okay, thank you so much, Secretary. Appreciate it. I just have one more.
New details continue to emerge about the 20-year-old gunman nearly assassinated former President Trump. The FBI.
Okay. Dippy, comments about that guy?
Jackass?
Yeah. And the thing about it is, what is so wonderful nowadays is that there's social media and there's cell phones everywhere. So, you know what? They can't get away with the bullshit they've done through years ago. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like, I don't know. I really want to know what the dude's reason was. I really do.
Right?
Like,
his poor parents. I feel sorry for his parents.
He looked like the type of dude that would be for Trump, though. You know what I mean? He definitely don't look like he's for Biden.
Well, his parents were concerned, and I bet you they're concerned because he left with guns and ammo.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a given. Anybody, especially that kind of rifle. An AR-15 ain't nothing to play with. My husband used to have one. I made him give it to his brother because that gun is a very dangerous gun.
Yeah.
Very dangerous. And because it's automatic, like, there's like rapid fire sometimes.
All right, let's listen to this real quick.
Has completed an extensive search of his home and analyzed his cell phone. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos is live in the newsroom with more. Annie Rose, good morning.
Hey, Lauren, good morning to you. Well, we are learning this morning the Secret Service is under scrutiny. Their agency's director speaking out for the first time on ABC News amid growing calls for her resignation over the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump on Saturday.
There are some members of Congress calling on you to resign.
I appreciate the Secretary's comments, and we're going to continue to be transparent.
and communicate with people.
You plan to stay on? Absolutely.
I do plan to stay on.
The director going on to say local authorities were tasked with securing the building where the shooter fired the shots before being killed by the Secret Service. And new this morning, we are learning that same building was also the staging area for the local police's tactical team doing overwatch of the crowd. Now, investigators are trying to determine whether the roof had been properly locked down, with many still asking how an armed suspect was able to climb a building less than 200 yards away from the stage at a Trump political rally.
The Secret Service is responsible for the protection of the former president.
So the buck stops with you?
The buck stops with me. I am the director of the Secret Service. It was unacceptable, and it's something that shouldn't happen again.
This morning, we are learning the gunman, identified by the FBI as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, told his father he wanted to go to the gun range the day of the shooting. So his dad lent him his AR-15 style rifle. This, according to ABC News. Instead, Crooks made it up onto a nearby roof that had been swept before the event and used that rifle to attempt to assassinate former President Donald Trump. The FBI believes Crooks, who had bomb-making materials in his car, acted alone. Authorities also confirming the following timeline. Crooks visited a gun range on Friday, then purchased 50 rounds of ammo and a ladder on the day of the shooting. And at the rally later that Saturday, the Washington Post reporting police were warned of the shooter at least 86 seconds before gunfire. ABC News reporting police were aware of a suspicious man pacing in the area and were apparently exchanging photos of the suspect before shots rang out and chaos ensued in the crowds.
He's on top of the roof. Don't go over there.
A new video into our newsroom gives us a look at investigators outside the suspect's home. Yesterday, the FBI analyzing Crooks' phone, with one source telling CNN what they found on that device has not revealed any meaningful potential motive. And Lauren and Frank, this morning we're learning from lawmakers from both parties who are calling for heightened security measures for presidential candidates. As for the director of the Secret Service, she will be testifying before Congress on Monday as her agency participates in an independent review of Saturday's assassination attempt. Frank?
So there's that.
Well, she's got some big explaining to do.
Yes, she does. I wonder if they did that live.
Never know.
All right.
But what? I mean, what is she gonna actually say? Like, I'm sorry.
I fucked up. It's not only there's other people's. Just can you imagine what those other people like? The man that passed and the two other that was critically injured. I think they're fine now, but stable.
You got to think there's probably at least 20 CIA agents plus 15 to 20, maybe even 30 Secret Service. So how was it?
She couldn't even put her gun back in her holster.
How is it that 86 seconds went by? Like, it doesn't make any sense. There was 86 seconds in between them telling that there was somebody up on the roof and the shots fired.
Well, they're all going to be pointing their fingers at each other, I guess. But let's take a quick break here.
Don't touch me. 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 Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't.
So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with today. They are destroying my house. They're chewing on my cable cords. I just want to beat them, but they're only 10 weeks old. I would never do that, people. People know that I'm an animal lover.
They were
Don't even go there. So my daughter's selling them, right? And 3 of them are sold, but they're not going to be here till Friday. So my daughter dropped all these kittens off yesterday, and Nala is terrified of them. Yeah,
Your,
she's so terrified.
your dog is terrified of the
Yeah.
cat.
They're, these kittens are wild. They're knocking down stuff. I'm in shock. I've had to put, like a little toddler, how they grab things. I've had to put stuff up high, but these cats are so smart. They know how to go from one object up onto another. I mean, they have climbed up onto my lap up here. I'm like, what?
That's cute. You can't tell me you don't want them.
Well, I love all babies. Any kind of babies, I like all babies. Okay. It could be any kind of baby animal. I love them, but I love dogs. You know what?
You got to see the new
I
one.
love these baby kitties. They've been spoiled.
While I was in Tennessee.
Where's Miss Barbara? I don't see Miss Barbara.
While I was in Tennessee.
I don't see her anywhere.
One of my dogs had puppies. So while I was away, I was in Tennessee and I had 6 puppies.
Wow, puppies again?
Yeah, keyword there.
I don't see Miss Barbara.
But these ones are going to the to be service dogs, like emotional support dogs for veterans.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I will say about hold on. I will say about Trump right now. I think he looked totally different. He seems to hold on.
Well, he just got convicted of a crime.
No, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. If you believe that, whatever.
Well, I mean, no, okay. So even if he didn't, regardless, they still have him convicted as for a felony, right?
Yeah.
Either or, but it still doesn't make it right. How can he run with a felony now, but a felon can't vote?
Dan, how have you been? Stranger. Okay. Hold on. Let me convicted charges. Hold on. I'm gonna Google something.
Oh my God, you can hear you tapping.
Sorry.
No, I have you in my ear, so it's like I hear it magnified. I'm like, dang.
Sorry. Okay, I'm not 100%, so I'm just talking out my ass right now. I don't think he's been sentenced, number one. And number two, he's appealing it.
And he still got convicted of it. Jury convicted of him.
Yeah, but he hasn't been sentenced.
Well, the sentence don't matter. He's already got convicted.
He did not do those things. I don't care what anybody says. He did not do those things. Well, maybe he did kiss that girl. He kissed her. Okay. She did not.
But why wait so long? Why wait so long to say something?
No, they came to her in 2018, and she said absolutely not. But I don't know what made her say something different now.
That money. She realized she could have got that money.
I've been, dealing with impersonators and doxers. Oh, aren't they awful?
Join the club, honey. Join the club.
I hope all is well with you, beautiful kid. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm dealing with shit like this. Right here. We're going to show it again. Bullshit like this.
Don't touch me. 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 Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't.
All right, so there's that.
Are they the kittens at your house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a video you were showing us.
No, that's what's at my house right now.
Oh, they're adorable.
There's only 3 in that one, but there's a total of 4.
They are so cute.
They're destroying the place. They're destroying my house. I can't wait to talk to my kid Kayla. Ooh, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you didn't tell me these little kittens here are a little wild. Of course not.
It's like a tornado without a tornado.
Right? Is that one of those anti-Semitic octopus? They're a little toy. That's Nala's toy. You know, my sweet little girl Nala.
So is she allowing them play with her toys?
She's not happy about it.
Oh boy. Spoiled little butt.
Yeah. But she's deathly afraid of these kittens, and I see why.
How's your dad, by the way?
An asshole. No, he's drinking, so he's mean, and I don't have much to do with him at all.
Gotcha.
Nope. I'm not gonna sit there and live my childhood constantly.
Back.
I dealt with that as a kid. I'm not dealing with it now. Nope. Drunk every night. Well, you know, because those little kittens, their little claws are sharp.
Their teeth are sharper.
Oh yeah, my legs are all tore up.
Heck, mine do it now. Like I have one that really don't like to be picked up. It's only a year old. He doesn't really like to be picked up, but if you give him a treat, he'll love you for life. The other one, the one that you know of, the one that I've had since before.
Yeah.
Still an asshole, still doesn't like females. But he likes to get up on my shoulder and just lay there and take his claws, his back claws, and like dig into my chest area. And I'm like, dude, can you just chill? Like I got scratches all over my chest.
You quit saying you're sorry, damn it.
Is that GT?
Yes.
What the hell? How are you sunny in here and when you're my mod, you're some lord? Can you make up your mind what you want your name to be, dude?
He has come in like with 4 different names.
He drives me crazy.
I know, right? He confuses me.
It's even weirder when he comes in with under a different name, but he's already got a wrench. And I'm like, who the hell is this?
Oh, yeah. Like if he hasn't been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He said, shush.
I thought in 2025, Leilani goes to trial, but Dippy told me it's this, what is it again?
October.
Yes, I can't wait for that.
The one that's in 2025 is Megan Boswell.
Yeah. Yep.
That's another one we've been waiting on.
Yep. I'm kind of glad there's no trials right now because I think everybody on here needed a break from trials.
I haven't really done any since Gannon and Lori's. Oh no, I did Adams. There's Miss Barbara.
I did. Hi, Miss Barbara. I did Adams. I did Wade Wilson's. I did Caddy Boy.
That was the one that just ended, right? Wade Wilson.
The Joker.
Yeah, that was the one that just ended.
Yep.
Who did you say before him?
His sentencing is on the 23rd, by the way, which I will be live streaming.
I wanted to do that one, but it was too. By the time I realized they already had started, it was too late.
Well, I think let's see. How did it work? How did I find him? I seen his face on the news or something. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta check this guy out. So 3 days before the trial, I I researched them.
I know what I did. I got it mixed up when I thought you did the Nico Jenkins. It was that Spanish guy that you did.
Who's that?
What is his name? I think it might have been last year he did it.
I
Or
did
maybe
some.
the beginning of this year. He was in jail forever, and then he finally went to trial this year.
Oh, that guy, that Apple River guy? Oh.
No.
I
This
forgot I
was
did
a
the
younger.
Apple
This was a younger guy. I did the Apple River one too. This was a younger guy, younger than that anyway. He was a Mexican, and he killed some kids, like 2 teenagers. He was
I covered him?
trying to be a rapper.
Oh, Bryce Rhodes.
Okay, that's who it was. I was trying
Yes,
to.
yes. I got a whole playlist of Bryce. Did you get them?
No, I just remembered who it was just as we were talking. 'Cause I was
Oh,
like, damn, what's
well,
that
I'll
trial?
send you the playlist so you can go through the videos on your
Yeah,
channel.
I wanted to.
Yeah, I put it in the playlist, so I'll send you the playlist.
I'm gonna go back over Nico Jenkins because he's crazy. I don't know if you ever even heard of that case.
I know Kanika Jenkins.
No. This one is
Never heard of
from
Nico though.
Nico is from Omaha, Nebraska. And he's been in and out of prison since he was a little kid. This guy mutilated himself with a razor all over his face. He split his tongue in half to look like a snake, which, I'm still kind of wondering on that. But but then he mutilated his manhood.
No.
He tried to make it look like a snake or a serpent or something.
What?
Yes. He's crazy, dude. He's crazy.
What a
He's
weirdo.
crazy.
What a weirdo.
Crazy. And they convicted him. They gave him life. That he got life, but he also got 460 years for weapons and robbery and stuff like that. But yeah, he killed 3 men and 1 woman, different times.
Really?
And it was like less than 13 days after he got released from prison.
Oh, he sounds dangerous.
We thought Cavalcante was dangerous. This guy takes the cake, dude. He takes the cake. And like I said, he's already been in trial and everything like that. But it's just good to keep cases like that in the know. The now, I mean. Maybe it'll help somebody learn what think before they do shit.
Right.
Yeah, right. But hey, we can wish and hope.
Okay, I think I'm going to end this live. I've been on for an hour and a half. But I just wanted to see how, Homeland Security, Secret Service, they're going to be pointing fingers at each other now.
You know, later.
It's now, why did this kid do this? That's what we all want to know now, right? Do you want to know?
I do.
I should say me.
As much as I'm not, the biggest fan of the dude, I don't want to see anything bad happen to him. But I would like to know why this was advanced towards him.
No, if it, like I said, if this would have happened to even Biden, I would have been furious too. It doesn't matter.
It's still somebody, still a president.
And to watch it on TV, it was so. Just watch, because I was watching the rally, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? It was just weird. I don't know. I can't imagine those people that were there, how they felt.
And to hear him say it sounded like the world's largest mosquito had me chuckle. I was like, at least he can find the humor and shit.
I know, right? Okay, I'm going to go.
Are you going live later?
No. Are you?
I might.
Okay, I'm going to send you that list, though, okay?
Okay, just let me know when you go live again and I'll come and join you.
Okay, I will. And thank you for coming up here.
I love you.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye, y'all.